All right, today we've got a fantastic logic puzzle for you. It's one of those that seems totally impossible when you first hear it. But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to have a whole new way of looking at tricky problems.
So let me ask you this. Imagine you're a detective on a tough case. You've got 5 prime suspects lined up, but here's the catch. You only get one question, one single test to find the culprit. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's pretty much the challenge we're diving into right now.
You know, every good investigation starts by just laying out the cold, hard facts. So let's open up the case file on this mystery and see exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay, meet our suspects. 5 jars, each one filled with pills. And here's the first problem. They all look completely, 100% identical. There's no way to tell them apart just by looking at them.
Now here's the baseline, the rule everything is built on. In a perfect world, every single one of these pills is supposed to weigh exactly 10 grams. That's the standard, that's what we expect.
But things aren't perfect. There's been a mix-up, a contamination. One of these 5 jars, and we only know it's one of them, is faulty. Every single pill in that one bad jar weighs only 9 grams, not the full 10.
And that brings us right to your mission. It's simple, really. You just have to figure out which one of these 5 jars is the contaminated one. Sounds straightforward enough, but of course, there's a huge catch.
This is where the puzzle gets really, really interesting. There's one single critical rule that changes everything. It's what turns this from a simple problem into a truly brilliant brain teaser.
And there it is. You have a super precise digital scale at your disposal, but you can only use it once, just one measurement. That's all you get to solve the entire mystery.
I know what you're probably thinking right now, because it's what everyone thinks. How is that even possible? I mean, if you weigh pills from one jar, how do you know you picked the right one without weighing the others to compare? It feels like it can't be done, but believe me, it can.
See, the solution here isn't about getting lucky with a wild guess. Not at all. The key is to have a system, a really clever procedure, an algorithm really, that lets you pack all the information you could possibly need into that one single weighing. Let's walk through it.
Okay, here's the plan of attack. First, you need to give each jar an identity. So just label them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Easy enough? Then, and this is the genius part, you take a specific number of pills from each jar that matches its new label. So you'll take 1 pill from jar number 1, 2 pills from jar number 2, 3 from jar number 3, and so on.
Now what you're doing here is the most important part of the whole puzzle. This isn't just a random way to grab some pills. You are literally encoding each jar's identity into your sample. Jar number 3 is now represented by 3 pills, jar number 5 by 5 pills. This is everything.
So, you've got your sample all set. You have a little pile of pills that's been carefully selected, the jars are all labeled. Now it's time for the moment of truth, the one and only action the rules allow, the weigh-in.
But hold on. Before we put them on the scale, let's do a little math. How many pills do we have? Well, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, that's 15 pills total. And if every single pill were perfect, weighing 10 grams, our total weight should be exactly 150 grams. Remember that number? That's our perfect world baseline. So you gather up that entire pile of 15 pills, you walk over to the scale, and you place them all on it. This is it. This single measurement is about to blow this case wide open. The scale flickers for a moment and then lands on a number. Now, we know it's not going to be 150 grams, right? Because one of those jars is bad. But what does the actual number, whatever it is, tell us? How on earth does that point to the specific jar?
Well, that number on the scale, it isn't just a weight. It's a coded message. And now we're going to crack that code. And here it is, the aha moment. The solution is just beautiful. It's all about the difference from our expected 150 grams. If the scale reads 149 grams, you're exactly 1 gram short. Where could that 1 gram difference have come from? Well, from the one underweight pill you took from jar number 1. If the weight is 148 grams, you're 2 grams short. That points directly to the 2 underweight pills from jar number 2. You see the pattern? It works perfectly for every single jar.
So here's the magic broken down. Each bad pill, each 9-gram pill, creates a 1 gram deficit from what we expected. So if jar number 3 was the bad one, you'd have 3 of those bad pills in your sample. That means your total weight is going to be exactly 3 grams too light. The number of grams you're short is the number of the contaminated jar. It's flawless.
So when you really think about it, this puzzle was never truly about the physical act of weighing something. It was about something much bigger, a more powerful idea. finding a clever way to encode a whole bunch of information into one single piece of data. The weight on that scale wasn't just a number, it was the entire solution, all wrapped up.
And that's what I want to leave you with. This way of thinking, of packing all the answers into one elegant test, goes way beyond a logic puzzle. So think about it. What problem in your own world, maybe at work or at home, seems really complicated, but could be solved if you just found a brilliant way to encode all the variables into one single measurement?